friends, welcome back to another episode of K-Lake Rose. And I know I've been MIA. I'm sorry. I've had another couple of big life changes happening, and I'm sorry, my life has just been like extremely chaotic. So I haven't even had the chance to edit a video that I filmed like weeks ago. So that'll probably come out next week. And then hopefully I'll be consistent from here on out. Yeah, another couple of huge life changes, and I just haven't been home, so haven't been able to film. So my plants, I don't think are suffering, but I think they're okay. But because of all those life changes, I wanted to focus on something positive. This video is going to be coming out the first week of September, but whatever. So I want to do my favorite plants of August. So these are the 5 plants that have been making me the most happy. And yeah, I thought that might be fun to talk about. So without further ado, these are my 5 most favorite plants of August 2024. So the first one that I have is my whale fin snake plant. Like, look how beautiful she looks right now. I feel like she just looks bigger. And I don't know why, because I don't know if it actually has grown at all, but just in my head, she looks bigger. I don't know if these 2 new leaves have just continued to grow, but it just looks really nice and full. I'm really hoping that she does continue to grow. I would love to get another like 1 or 2 more leaves in this plant, but it really does make me happy. And I love how like thick these leaves are. I would love to have like a huge leaf. Honestly, she might be ready for a repot and put her in a bigger pot to maybe become a bigger plant. But this plant's just been making me really happy. I love like the coloration on the leaves, how they're like not quite stripy, but kind of. And yeah, so first plant, favorite plant of August. The next one that I have is my string of turtles. My mom gave me this new, like, whatever, like, holder thing. So I was able to hang this plant in my window instead of just trimming it every time it got too long. And it just looks so gorgeous. It makes me so happy to look at. I love how it's literally just like trailing down the side. And this plant is getting a lot more sun now where I can hang it. It's just in one of my windows. And I just think it looks so beautiful. I've always loved this string of turtles. I've brought this thing back from the brink of death like twice. And I just love the way she looks right now. Makes me actually really able to appreciate the way that she's supposed to look, like this nice trailing plant. So I love her. And she really has made me happy. I feel like this is the plant that I've been like stopping and staring at every time I pass it. I'm like, she's so pretty. So I love my string of turtles. The next one is the big one of the week. And this is my stingray alocasia. I like don't even know how to really show it in the screen. But it has just been giving me all these new little babies and little plantlets, and that's so interesting to me. I am losing one of the bigger leaves. The main leaves have been getting smaller, but the babies are just so cute. I think it's so interesting. And I do have to water this plant, but it's just so interesting. I love the petioles of these plants, how they're like speckled, again, almost stripy. And I love that even though these leaves are super tiny babies, they still look the same as these big leaves. Like, look at it. It's so perfect. I love it. This is another plant that I stop and look at all the time. This one's in my bedroom, and I can see it from my bed, and I just, like, stare at it all the time just because it's so interesting. And I just love it. I love this plant. Oh, Pooh, are you joining me? Hi. Next is my Alocasia pallidiflorum. And this one, I don't even know if it's really grown much since I showed her to you last, but I don't know. I just love the way it looks. Like, look how long this leaf is. I swear the leaves have gotten longer. Like, they're just so long and perfect. I like how this one, like, the leaves come out and then they bend, while the Viridifolium, like, is long and they just kind of branch out. I like that these ones bend. I actually think I like this plant more than the Viridifolium, but I still love both of them. But again, this one, just the way that it sits is so, like, perfect. It sits on my windowsill, like, this way? No, this way. And it just, like, faces out so perfectly. And it's so hard because anthuriums have, like, this beautiful sheen to them that I feel like you can't see on camera. So I just bought another anthurium. It's a crystallinum. And that one also has this beautiful sheen. So I think it's just an anthurium thing. And it's just so beautiful and so unique compared to all the other plants that I have. And I'm just so excited about it. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. How pretty is she? I'm just going to stare at them all day. Okay. And then last but definitely not least is my pitcher plant. This is my Nepenthes. And this plant is just always doing the most. It's always going to be losing these pitchers, but growing more. So this one's actually thirsty. I do need to water her. But like, this is the most recent pitcher that's come out. This one up here is also huge. So is this one over here. And she's just doing the absolute most. Just so, so happy. So gorgeous. I love this plant. I grow it in very high light, and she's been very happy with that. I do have to water her like almost every day. But I think that's fine. I think it's worth it for these beautiful, huge pitchers. But again, I just think this plant is so interesting. I love carnivorous plants. And this one has just been one that has grown, I think, the easiest out of all my carnivorous plants. And I just have to keep the soil relatively moist, and she's good. So I love this plant. This plant is almost always featured in my top favorite plants just because it's so interesting. But I love her. I love how big it is. She's just so pretty. Look how pretty she is. I do need to do some maintenance and just remove some of these old dead leaves on top. But so gorgeous. I love this plant. But yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. It was a nice short little video talking about my favorite plants. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video. If you guys like me, subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It is not looking promising as of right now, but you never know. And I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.